Why Sprewell look like a healthy middle-aged woman? Still getting them spinners money. Good to see Tracy Morgan though, man. I'm looking forward to his new sitcom, one of my favorite true, genuine comics. Knicks, Warriors, Garden, and it's this dude, Emmanuel Mudiay. He only goes left, but the Warriors didn't figure that out to the second quarter. Look at him heat check Steph. Guys' eyes get bigger when they see Steph pull up on him. Mudiay no different. 13 points in the first quarter. KD did his thing, though. No Kristaps Porzingis, and he was cooking. I think he had a little bit of extra juice because he's going up against his childhood boy, the inmate, super cool Beasley. I still don't understand why this dude doesn't get 20 a game. I guess it's in between the ears. This time, Draymond catches him on the eye, and let's just face it, it adds to that jail look that he's going for. I'm going to leave Bees alone, man. I still like his offensive game. He's got to use the right hand, though, some. So he leaves. Second half of the game, the Warriors kind of did the Mayweather-McGregor thing, right? They were like, all right, this is cute. We let you hang around the fight for a minute, but now it's time for us to do what we do. A quick three-pointers from Golden State, and the barrage was on Clay. No, you have it. Nah, three is more than two. Corner ball. Cantor can't get out to it, and the champs started splashing from everywhere in New York. Clay did most of the damage in the first half. In the second half, it was Steph's turn. He had 4 of them, and he's gotten a lot more aggressive off the high pick and roll, and Kerr's using that high pick and roll a lot more. This time it's Za, who got boozed, by the way, when he entered the game. Steph makes them pay. And then, y'all forgot about this dude, Jordan Bell. You see him in the background, debuting for the first time since spraining the ankle severely in Chicago. Kicks it out, Andre Iguodala. He's shooting threes, y'all. Golden State, big. New York. It ain't always what it seems. All right, here we go. So, Knicks, Warriors, not exactly an intriguing matchup, especially with KP out for the season, right? But first game on a 3-game road trip to the East Coast. And the Knicks came out like Buster Douglas, just wildly swinging, trying to knock out the champs, right? And in this case, fortune favored the bold, right? And they started hitting shots. They were playing well, right? They came out, nothing to lose, confidence, like we've seen all season with so many of these bottom-feeding teams. Emmanuel Mudiay went for like 14 points, had a couple threes, and really kind of ate Steph's lunch in the beginning of this game. I'm not going to lie. He's a big, strong guard, 6'5". I'm going to say maybe 215, right? 210. And you can tell Mudiay was kind of one of those kids that was like a full-grown man when he was like 12 years old, right? And he never really had to learn technique or skill on how to beat kids in high school, at least. And he was a top prospect. Remember, he went over to China for a year, did the Brandon Jennings thing. And the Knicks, I had forgot the Knicks picked him up. Denver has apparently given up on him with, Gary Harris and Murray and Barton, that 3-headed monster in Denver. So the Knicks got, they bought low on Mudiay, and they're starting him, and he started off hot. Now, he only goes left, but he's kind of awkward. Like I said, he kind of just uses his physical attributes to get what he wants to get done. But I'm not extremely high on him, but I don't necessarily think that you should give up. I don't know. He might have an NBA career if he can figure things out. He's still raw, is what I'm getting at. Now, from Golden State's perspective, JaVale McGee, he came out and he kind of showed that he may have some more tools in the toolbox than most of us know. He had several nice passes. He finished around the rim like a guard a couple times, had like 6 points in a row, ran the floor, and he just had another good start to a game. And it's no secret. Usually any athletic big man secretly practices guard moves on the low. JaVale McGee is no different, right? And so he got to hit a fadeaway, and he just started the game very well. But New York, like I said, came out swinging like Buster Douglas and dropped 39 points in the first quarter and was hanging around. But, everybody, I think, had a sense of like, okay, for now. And in the third quarter, the Warriors did what they do. They came out and kind of blew the top off things. 3 threes in a row. Draymond threw up a hell of a prayer. Clay in the corner, then Steph with the pulley. And it was like bang, 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 timeout, here we go, right? Hornacek knew what time it was. But what really struck me in this third quarter was Zaza in the new rotations and new lineup. He really had an imprint on the game in the third quarter with his just aggressiveness, and defensively, for whatever reason, maybe, he's feeling some type of way about his name being thrown around in the dirt, as well as losing his starting job to JaVale. I think what Steve Kerr has done is he's developed a little healthy competition between JaVale McGee and Zaza Pachulia. And Zaza came out in that third quarter. He had several defensive stands at the rim. He was out on the pick and roll, moving his feet better than I have ever seen him. And then he was aggressive around the rim, even on the offensive end. So I think he had an impact on that run where they really just, put the hammer down on this young New York Knicks team. Iguodala continues to prove me wrong, was aggressive, hit a off the dribble three ball. I said, I'm not misspeaking. An off the dribble three ball from Andre Iguodala, several dunks above the rim, and just continues, like I said, to look like he may have just been playing possum, man. So, hey, I'll take it, right? Jordan Bell was back. He entered the game with about 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter, I believe. And you could tell his timing was off a little bit. He mistimed a block, had a goaltend, and he was just kind of floating around there in sporadic minutes. Now, he got extended minutes because of the fourth quarter in the garbage time. And one thing I would have liked to have seen was them run a play for him. And I understand that Bell is not the type of player that you run offensive sets for, but just to kind of, he hasn't played in an NBA game in 3 weeks. And Quinn Cook, being a young guard himself, I don't think he realized that scenario. And maybe to do that, if there was a vet in there like a Livingston or somebody, they might have got him something. He ended up getting a little dunk there at the end. But like I said, his timing was off and he's going to have to get his basketball rhythm back. The Knicks, it's a tough spot with KP going down. And I understand, I feel your pain, Knicks fans, as far as passing on Dennis Smith Jr., passing on Donovan Mitchell, and this Ntilikina kid, I don't know much about him. I haven't seen him much. I know he is a defensive-minded player. He's got a long wingspan and he's aggressive. I've seen spurts of him. But what I was impressed with him was his jump shot is not broken, and he shot it pretty damn confidently. Right? So I know he's a ways away, but we're a long way from really ranging how this draft has panned out. Now, obviously, Donovan Mitchell looks like he's going to be a legit superstar. So that's probably going to hurt forever, right? But as far as Dennis Smith Jr. goes, I think Ntilikina, right? It's a silent T. I think he presumably could have a better career ultimately than a Dennis Smith Jr. So I don't think that you'd have to maybe live with two stars going behind him, but I don't know. We'll see. So Washington on Wednesday night's really the only competitive game of this road trip. But then again, maybe they'll want to make that Friday night game in Atlanta competitive. You know what I'm saying? The ATL fever, if you will. Dominique made that famous. Go look that up. So Wizards Washington on Wednesday. That's a bunch of W's. And then the Hawks on Friday. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. I'm out, y'all.